Welcome to the Finkel Show. Sit back, relax, be entertained, and maybe even learn something.
Totally not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair. I'm acting like a kid. Yes, speaking of kids, my oldest child, who's well over the age of adult, in fact, has one of my grandchildren, she's invited me to Union Station in Washington, D.C. I wasn't aware of this. Apparently there will be some kind of protest there. It sounds like, according to her description, they're protesting the National Guard presence. I would venture to guess maybe they're also protesting the federal takeover of, get this, a station that's run by Amtrak. Amtrak is a part of the federal government. Amtrak is Socialist Passenger Rail. Okay. I don't know what they're protesting. I didn't hear about it until I just got the invite. I explained I'm going to abstain from any of that stuff while I don't have good peripheral vision in my right eye. If you've seen my face in the last couple of days, or if you hear my voice now, or my speech, not really my voice, I am partially paralyzed on the right side of my face, which is impairing my peripheral vision. If I'm going to be out there and be fully alert of anything that could happen, I kind of sort of want my full. Oh, that's right. Hi, Dove. People call me Badger or Honey Badger. In this case, Honey Badger does give a shit. With the limited vision in my right eye, I am going to abstain. The popular culture is Honey Badger don't give a shit. He'll just keep pushing on. I'm gonna sit this one out. Keep putting the ointment on my eye and keep taking the pills, and while the ointment's soaking up where the eye patch. I don't wear the eye patch unless I have ointment soaking or I'm sleeping. Actually, that was kind of hard to sleep with last night. But anyone out there, if you're going to Union Station to protest, quote, the National Guard, please pass this on. I went out there to watch the National Guard a few times, and there's really nothing to protest them for. The staff sergeant who acts like a specialist, the lieutenant is picking up trash, the 6 or 8 of them who did nothing about an apparent homeless guy, and even the sergeant first class lieutenant who followed the drone remote controller until they could hand off the information to the Secret Service. They're not harming anyone, at least not yet. So if you're going to protest the president's order to have National Guard there, please try to be respectful of those soldiers. I get it, they're part-time soldiers, but they are following orders. Yeah, I know they could say, I'm not going to follow this order to go to D.C. and walk around and being seen, because, it's not really a legal order, but it's a long time before there's a new administration that could back them up, and their military careers can very easily be ruined. So it's not their fault they're here. Sure, maybe 1 or 2 of them wanted to come. I'm getting the impression most of them really don't want to be here. They want to be back in South Carolina, Mississippi, West Virginia, and Louisiana. The local ones, they get to go home at night or in the morning, depending on what their patrol shift is. They still get to go home. But the rest of them, they're deployed away from home, work, family, church, community, for something that's really not a mission. It's a, hey, be seen for 29 days. Oh, by the way, I heard it's only 29 days before they rotate out. Why is that? Because at 30 days, they get family separation pay. They get separate rations. They get all kinds of allowances for something that's 30 days or more. So these guys will actually be rotated out at 29 days, I think. Actually, I haven't confirmed that. I have not independently confirmed that they're going home at 29 days. The National Guard presence will be there indefinitely, but it's not their fault. When a guy drills on weekends and does 2 weeks training in the summer, and is 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, is major incident management at some bank or IT company in South Carolina, He's losing money while they're pulling him away. They're pulling him away from that job. They're pulling him away from his wife, his kids. If he goes to church, they're pulling away from his church, his community, his neighbor he does the backyard barbecues for. This was a pretty big holiday for a lot of people. They're pulling. He does not want to be here. So don't protest him. Maybe tease him a little bit if you've earned the right to rib fellow service members, if you're a veteran or a service member currently. Rib them, but don't be disrespectful. Don't spit on them. Don't throw sandwiches at them. If you want to throw sandwiches at people, do it to the ICE, do it to the FBI helping ICE, do it to I can't remember all the alphabets. All the uniformed federal police who are helping ICE. Save the sandwiches for them. If you want to donate a sandwich to the National Guard, hand it to them. Hand it to them. If you want to throw it or get yourself a nice submarine sandwich launcher, make sure you're targeting the right people. The National Guard are not the right people to target for this. Protests from. By the way, I've seen pictures of Trump from yesterday. It looks like he might have something like I have. He can't close his mouth all the way. One eye's kind of lopsided and swollen shut. I'm like, now, when I first saw it, when the cashier first saw it, even when the doctors first saw it on me, they immediately thought stroke. What I have is Bell's palsy. It's a nerve that extends to my face on the right side is blocked, and they're usually very temporary. I don't know what's going on with Trump, or even if those pictures are up to date. But anyway, I feel bad. My daughter's going out there to represent, and I'm electing to stay home because of my peripheral vision. If I go out there, I want to be fully alert, be able to see anything that's coming at me or around me. A friend of mine had that. Now she's fine. Yeah, in most cases, the doctor said anywhere from 1 week to 3 months. However, when I put that out last night on the live stream, one of the early chatters says, I still have impacts 15 years later. I'm like, oh shit. So I guess there are many variants, but most of the time, it's it recovers. I got Fred PRED. See, that's the problem with my vision. PRDNISONE, prednisone, which is supposed to increase the recovery rate. And I got a nasty ointment. Get this. What? They give you an ointment to put in your eye, and it's on a tube. It's not a drop. You want to stick a tube in your eye? That's no fun. But when I put that in, I wear a patch uh, uh, to hold it in, and so I don't put others. When I'm asleep, I don't, because I can't shut the eye completely. Usually when I'm out there and about, I wear my big blue sunglasses. I'm rambling now, but it's not fair. My daughter gets to go to a protest that I believe in if they don't attack the National Guard. Uh, share your thoughts with them. But remember, they are soldiers who are willing to serve. Less than 1% of our population is willing to serve in uniform. They're willing to do it. And they are away from their homes, their families, their churches, and they don't really want to be here. So be kind to the soldiers. Let them know how you feel about what the president or the respective governor is doing. But be kind to them. And if you're in a sandwich mood, buy them a sandwich and hand it to them. Don't throw it at them. And I MC Dilgath. Good morning, Finkel. Good morning to MC Dilgath. Um, it's a common mistake. It's Finkel, Finkel. Yeah, they do an appointment for eye things. I think it's too stupid. We have the knowledge they could make drops that I would. Yeah, drops would be great. I'm learning the tricks. Yeah, put in the eyelid, and then with my fingers close the eyelid and roll my eye around and get it all up in there, and then everything's foggy until, well, shoot, hours. So yeah, yeah. When I put the patch on, I'd forgotten until I actually put it on and realized what it is: driving, walking around, watching TV, playing on the computer. What it is to have one eye. This happened in 1991. I scratched the very edge of my cornea when I was in PLDC. That's the school in the Army where they teach specialists and corporals how to be sergeants for your next promotion. And while we were out there playing in the woods on the land navigation site, a wait a minute vine caught me in the eye. And for the remainder of the class, I had to wear a patch and put now that one. At least this ointment's on a plastic applicator. That one was on a metal applicator. I'm like, what the actual heck? But that was a constant eye patch wearing, and I got around pretty good. I got through the course. But not having that peripheral vision, that kind of sucks. I'm rambling. I am rambling. This is hard to read. Mick must be in a different chat. Okay, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I got to start. I'm simulcasting to the channel Shadow Finkel and to the channel Finkel. And when I live stream, I do that. I really start separating depending on what topic. But this is kind of a generic topic that I want all of my audiences to see. Yeah, in StreamYard, I see Dove and I see MC Dillagath and I see. Actually, that's all I see. Oh, there's four. Between the two chats, there are four. But don't bother jumping over to want to say hi. I'm sure there'll be another channel open with a chat because I'm about to click end. If I remember correctly, Muxer has another embarrassing outro for me, which I'm not going to correct on the door. Can you share Shadow Finkel link? Not from the phone, but if you do your Google search, Shadow space Finkel, Finkel, it's right there. And the main Finkel is just Finkel, Finkel. I think in both channels there's a link to the other. I think. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But for now, not important. I'm about to click end, and y'all have a wonderful day. And one more thing. It occurred to me. I have a neurology appointment today for my condition. It occurred to me the last time I was in neurology is when I met Tammy. And I'd heard that Tammy was a witch. I think Tammy put a hex on me in line with her profession, because now I find myself going to neurology. So I suppose, it's not a big deal. Everybody does it. I think it's funny. Sometimes trolls will sock puppet me, but just spell it Finkle. And I'm like, anybody knows me, if I come in your channel and that's how I'm spelled, it ain't me. It's somebody else. One of the more famous one is Vegas VIPs. But I haven't seen him in a while, so I don't know if it's recent. But when you say it, just in the English spelling, that's how that's just how we spell that word out. So it's not a big deal. So you are forgiven, Dove. You are forgiven. And MC Dillagath, and only three in the blue. Okay. Oddly enough, he called them out. I've called them. Oh, yes. If you're a mod in whatever channel a troll comes, Dove knows. But anybody else watching, if you're a mod and you're suspecting that a chatter's not really who they say they are, you can right-click and see their channel information. And if you see that they're like very recently created or have no videos, and you know the real person does, you can pretty much assume, yeah, it's a troll. I don't think you can actually find out who they really are unless they give themselves away. Oh, sorry, I've been spelling it wrong. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. I just make the correction so that the trolls out there who hear can be more convincing and actually spell it right when they sock puppet me. 9:53 a.m. Hey, now, I'm going to go and and actually worry about my oldest daughter. She doesn't go to a lot of these protests. Actually, I found it kind of odd character as she is. It was nice of her to invite me, but I'm sad I can't go. Cheerio, guys. Thanks for stopping by. And forgive the outro. Muckster did it. It's not me. I didn't do it.
Look, I don't know what Muckster is trying to pull. Everyone knows I'm Finkel's favorite. I'm the wind beneath his wings.